Wow.
Give me the head nod, Josh. What? Don't start it yet.
We're going, buddy.
We're going right now.
Let's go.
All right.
We're already going, so.
Are we live?
We're live.
Oh, fantastic.
We're doing it live.
Fantastic.
All right. I'm Connor Ferguson. I'm here with Wade Aunger. Get it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. This is Infield Beers. Tyler Courtney left already, so we got our backup. I warned him before the weekend.
Yeah, he did.
That if we can't find anybody.
If all else fails, Wade, we'll have to talk to you.
That's right. We try to go for the best story of the night. Wade's always on the mic, getting the crowd fired up. He's been doing it since I was a little kid. I had no clue that there was any sprint car hotbed in Australia.
Oh.
And I just remember sitting in the stands with my dad, and I was probably 12 years old. I'd learned to cuss already, and I was like, this guy's Australian as shit.
Australian as shit.
Yeah.
I guess it's a compliment, I guess. That's all I got.
It's a white kid from suburban West Des Moines that has never seen an Australian before. So how long have you been getting the crowd hyped up for Nationals here?
2015.
How's it been that?
That was because of Brian Stickle.
Okay.
Brian and Brandon Bingham were down at Parramatta when I was working down there, and the Warrnambool Classic. I didn't even know who they were, didn't know they were there. And when Brian got back, he and Brandon sort of reached out, as you Americans like to say, and said, would you be interested? And I went, yep. He was like, would you be interested in doing what you do in Australia here at the Nationals? And that was like, wow, like, duh. I was like, oh, let me think about it, yes. So it was through Brian and Brandon about wanting to just engage. And I got my whole call and repeat respond sort of thing from KISS. So they were always like, where's the rock and roll fans out there? You want to see it? It's like, and I'm like, oh, wow, hear the crowd. Like, they're just call and response. So that was kind of my thing, was almost a loose version of that KISS concert stuff. And I think when you're in the crowd and you feel like you're part of something, it adds to the experience. I
like it a lot. You're fantastic. You're really talented. There's Australian translations for a lot of the words. Parking lot is car park down car there. Park, what's Australian for reach out?
Contacted, rang. When you ring someone, like,
I've heard Glenn Saville say that once or twice.
Oh, Glenn's a great guy.
Oh yeah.
So we call him the battered sav. So a battered sav is like a sausage, a brat, which we call sausage. You call it a brat.
I don't know if I like where this is going.
And it's battered. So it's like it's got like batter. You call it battered, don't you?
Yeah.
When you deep fry something.
Yeah.
So we call him the battered sav. I haven't seen Glenn for a while. Hope he's well.
He's doing good. I've been trying to get him to get out here.
I saw a demolition derby at the State Fair last year, and a guy was running one of his sprint car engines in the demo derby.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did he win?
I don't know, but I remember thinking someone's going to die here.
Yeah.
Those guys in demo derbies are phenomenal.
Are they? That's one of the things.
Oh, you haven't been to one?
I haven't been to a demolition derby nor a tractor pull. That's on the list.
Tractor pulls are cool. Did Josh just drop his beer can?
I think he did. I got my camera guys drinking on the job. Tyler Courtney left. Like, disaster of it.
And then you had to talk to me. Your life is really in a downward spiral right now, Connor.
Oh, man.
Now, you need to get to a demo derby. Go to the State Fair and see them there. They're crazy.
I'm going to have to try to. How did you get into the sport? I don't know hardly anything about your upbringing as many years as we've been friends.
Announcing my Hot Wheels cars around the living room carpet.
Yeah.
That's pretty well where it started.
So you knew that's what you wanted to do from day one?
No, really. Okay. No, I don't recall ever saying to myself, I really want to be an announcer. I was probably 3, when you start to have core memories.
Uh-huh.
And my papa, my granddad.
Mine are like 7. So
my grandpa Jack, my papa, he would take my dad and myself to Claremont Speedway. And I just remember feeling this unbelievable connection to it. The smell, the party lights, and it was a fairground, so it had those big 4 towers. And when you're driving in the car, you could just start to see them. And I just remember feeling like this is special. So I just became a fan and never really saw that I was going to be an announcer. But I was writing stories. I used to write as a teenager. I'd handwrite articles and stuff. And that's pretty well it started for me about 15 years of age. So.
I always loved to write. I remember my mom had it in my head I was supposed to be an engineer until like sophomore year of high school, and the newspaper teacher pulled me out and she said, you got to rank the newspaper. What the hell are you doing?
Cool.
If you've ever talked to me and then talked to Spencer Baston or Ryan Giles, I'm a complete dipshit. So thank God we chose this route and not the other.
I dropped maths in my last 2 years of high school.
Okay.
So I took two English twice, like English and English Lit. I had no interest in quadratic formulas, and my chemistry teacher was a crew chief on a speaker on a midget. That's what got me through, for no other reason that he looked after me. He basically just nursed me through. He's like, I don't know what you're doing in this class, but because you write nice things about my driver, you can stay. That's the only way I got through chemistry.
That's awesome. Methanol Moonshine. That's your baby. You're the sole creator of that?
No. So my mate in Australia, who has a gin distillery, when COVID hit, all my announcing jobs got wiped out. And he called me up and said, what are you doing right now? I'm like, nothing.
So this was out of COVID too?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how Always Race Day got.
Is that right?
Was right in the middle there.
So there was some good things, not good things, but there was some, you had to adapt, right? So Steve rang me up, like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. I'm watching every job I have gone. And he's like, I've got a vodka, and literally the vodka is called Stay the F_CK at Home vodka. It was spelt that way.
And you say oblique?
Oblique. Yeah.
That's your word for asterisk?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. There's another one.
Yeah. Right.
So it was like Stay the at Home vodka. And I was like, vodka's not really a racing drink, you know? And then I sort of said to him, Moon.
We got 1 minute? 1 minute. We got a low phone space.
So I said, Moonshine. Moonshine's a good motorsport event. Let's go Moonshine. And it was like, I like alliteration. So I like kind of, you know, crams it in Crandon, right?
Yeah.
Josh jams it in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Methanol Moonshine. Let's do that. And that's how it started. And I've got to say, before their phone drops out, Josh and Alison have been an absolute godsend to me. Like, his wife, Alison, is unbelievably patient and organised and talented and hardworking. And Amanda in Century Farms Distillery in Spencer, and these two have been game changer for me. I am such a train wreck with organisational stuff. I'm the energy and the ideas guy, but I've got no practical ability at all. And they just somehow wrangle me in. Thank God.
Where can you buy it?